Hello everybody, Kathy here. Today I want to talk with you about 6 life-changing moves my clients have made so far into 2025. We're at the time of this recording almost 6 weeks into 2025, and obviously there are more than 6 moves that my clients have done so far, but I just want to lay out a couple of solutions, strategies for you in this video to give you a little bit of inspiration to actually go and take action. Because at the end of the day, yes, YouTube channels are great, social media is great to consume information and acquire new knowledge. But if all you do is just consume and not actually apply those teachings and the solutions to your situation, you're going to be at the same place than you were before you consumed this whole knowledge. So in my world, it's all about taking action. I can go and eliminate a $250,000 tax bill for you, but I can only do that if you actually decide to take action, if you actually decide to go and secure that second residency, if you go and decide to incorporate that business overseas, then there can be huge financial shifts. So my question to you at the beginning is, what have you done so far in 2025 to change the future of your financial situation? And to give you a little bit of inspiration, let's start with the first one that my clients have done. So I've had a couple who has gone to Paraguay and they have received their residency in Paraguay. If you didn't know, Paraguay is a territorial tax country and it is very tax favorable, can put people in a very beneficial tax situation, especially if they're needing to get that second residency in order to be able to leave their old tax home. So very bold move. This couple, had never been before to Paraguay. It was their first time, but when they heard about this, they were like, yeah, let's do this. This sounds very perfect for our situation. And actually nowadays it requires 2 visits to Paraguay. So this was the second visit and they just did it. They booked their flights, didn't hesitate, met with my migration agent over there and got their Paraguayan residency, which is amazing. And they actually have kids as well, so it will benefit their future kids too. The second thing is I have had somebody who has gone for their bank travel credit card. So, like maybe you, they've consumed a lot of information about financial knowledge and also about travel hacking and how to be smart with this whole points reward system that certain credit cards offer. And they were getting tired of just seeing other people fly business class, and they decided to go and do some research around which cards were eligible to them. And they have gotten now a travel rewards credit card. And obviously, this is just putting themselves into a way better situation than they were before, because previous to this, they were just simply spending their money without getting anything back in return for the dollar spent. And now they're actually getting rewards points for every single dollar that they spent and will ultimately be able to transfer these points into travel rewards points that lets them fly business class and even lets them not having to pay for flights. So really smart strategy, and I was so happy when they sent me the screenshot of that they were approved and that they got their travel rewards credit cards now. So that's super exciting for them. Another thing is one of my clients has set up a Mauritius company to help with their income and also to help lower their tax rates in the high tax income country that they're living in. So very specific solution. Also here it might be important to say, when I list these solutions, not all of them are going to work for you. Not all of them will be relevant to you. So please don't take them as, make a list and be like, oh, I have to do all of this and this and this for my finances to increase. No, it really does depend on what your goals are, what your current resources are like, what solutions are important to you as well, the geographical locations that you prefer. So don't just go and copy and paste someone else's strategy. It might not necessarily work for you or put you in a better situation. It really does depend on your unique circumstances. And in this particular case, a Mauritius company just made a whole lot of sense and will serve them so well. And I was so happy to have created this strategy with them that will also really significantly decrease their capital gains tax that they were about to be hit with in 2025. So huge gain there as well. Another thing is I had a couple who secured their Bali remote worker visa, which is super interesting, and I didn't see a lot of people talk about this solution. So yes, last year in around April, I believe, was it that finally Indonesia came out with the remote worker visa, the digital nomad visa, and it is a thing now, so people can go and apply for it. Super beneficial for those who are trying to get out of their home country system to show that they've really got a residency somewhere else now, and this residency can also be then renewed year after year. So this is really helpful for those that are trying to step out of that system. And yes, definitely, Indonesia will have lower tax rates than their current home country offers to them right now. So super beneficial action that they've taken, that they've secured for themselves, and that will let them get out of their old home country system, because that's the most important part as well. You'd be surprised how many people have actually done the move overseas and not really taken some action to change their financial situation. They've just decided to pack their bags, to move overseas, which is great. That already takes a lot of courage. It's already great action to take to change your current reality. But it doesn't necessarily mean that that will change your current financial situation if you don't take some financial action that is required, such as stepping out of the tax system or entering really into a new home country's tax system or even banking system or business incorporation system. Whatever it is, there needs to be some action taken there that is strategic and that will actually put you in a better situation. Another thing that has happened with one of my clients, super exciting, is that they have moved to Monaco, which is obviously a tax-free place. Doesn't work for everybody. Again, take what works for you, take what resonates with you. This won't be for everybody. Not everybody will want to move to Monaco because it is a bit of more high-end luxury lifestyle. It's not like the Indonesia solution. It's way different lifestyle, but super exciting that they've decided on a place that really resonates with them, that will actually help them in the future. And a lot of people are obviously planning out to 2025. And with this move, this person will be able to save a lot of taxes, because it will obviously reduce the tax bill drastically compared to what they were paying previously. Super excited for them. And last example that I'll mention is another person who has set up their US LLC company. I've talked about this previously, that the US LLC can be super beneficial for foreigners who are located in certain places because it doesn't attract any corporate tax rates. And I'm super excited that they've made this move. We've set up their whole strategy. It all makes sense. And now they can be where they want to be, and they can receive money and have a global clientele that can actually pay them from anywhere. So these are a few of the solutions or actions that my people have taken so far in 2025. You can see that they vary from opening up bank accounts, getting a new credit card, and as well setting up new businesses, getting their second residency, which oftentimes involves also them having to relocate or at least having to go and apply for that second residency, giving their biometrics, whatever it is. So it does require certain action from your part, but the rewards that they will get from this action are huge. And they're not just going to benefit from these rewards in 2025, but they're going to benefit from this setup and having taken this action well beyond 2025. And we've only just started out 2025. So I'm super excited to see where they're going to be in a few years' time. And this is also where I want to ask you, what type of action have you taken so far in 2025 to put you in a way better financial situation? It can be anything of the above that I've mentioned so far, and it can also be, as little as having booked your one-way ticket, and later on you're going to figure out your whole strategy and what to do with your finances. That's okay too. Anything, can be valid. But remember that if nothing changes, nothing changes. So don't just be a consumer of this knowledge, but actually apply this knowledge to your unique circumstances that will put you and your loved ones in a way better situation. And I'd love to hear from you what action you're planning on taking in 2025, and I'll speak to you next time.